Welcome back to Nauset News. I'm Tyler Hoffman.
And I'm Tim Polero.
And I have your daily bulletin. So just a reminder, senior yearbook materials are past due. So please, if you have not handed those in, please email them to nausetyearbook19@gmail.com and get those in as soon as possible. Next up, some community service opportunities. The Hope Chest is doing community service shifts from 10 to 1 or 1 to 4, and it's preferred on Fridays or Saturdays. If you're interested, you can contact the Hope Chest at lcoutreach.org to get in touch with them. And then also we have the Nauset Art Club and the Nauset Social Club are collaborating to replenish the Kindness Rock project. Bring your own blank rock to school and then put it in the collection box outside the attendance office in N building. The clubs will meet on November 1st to paint the base of the rocks. Now on to Tim with the lineup.
Thanks, Tyler. All right, so first up, this week's top story is on the homecoming recap, and this will be done by Eli Patrick. The High Five Student of the Week will be interviewed by Kylie Shelley. Sports by Ava Berardi. Things to Do by Thomas Schultz and Ben Morgan. Special Report by Quinn Miller. Your weekly health tip, which is on the dangers of vaping, and that'll be done by Doug Bezio and Artie O'Neill. College Notebook by Isabel Merle. And Talent Search by Sam Cipro. Lastly, Around the World by yours truly and Tyler Hoffman. That's all for the lineup. I'm Tim Polero.
I'm Tyler Hoffman.
And on to your top story.
So now we're here with Chelsea Whiting. Chelsea, what did you think about Homecoming Week this year?
I thought it was really fun.
Did you like the themes that they were for each different day?
Yeah, I did. I liked Color Wars and that was pink. And I liked to see everyone look ridiculous. And I don't even know what other days we had.
Did you enjoy the pep rally?
I didn't go.
All right.
But I heard great things about it.
Well, thanks, Chelsea and Cooper.
Cooper, look.
All right, so now we're here with Lauren Veely. Lauren, what do you think about this year's Homecoming Week?
This year's Homecoming Week was pretty fun. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was nifty.
Nifty.
Yeah.
That's a fun word.
What did you think about the themes that were for each
The
day?
themes. I liked Color Day because that was easy. Pajama Day was my favorite because Pajama Day. Wednesday was Decades Day. I wore a turtleneck.
That was fun though.
I didn't have a lot of stuff, but I loved seeing everybody else. The 80s was awesome to see. Movie Day, I had a lower participation, but the people who did participate went all out, and I love that.
I went all out.
Yeah, and then Friday was super easy because we have the senior shirts. It was great.
Yeah. Did you go to the pep rally? And if you did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah.
All right.
The pre-recorded skits were a little weird, but I got used to them, so I can support it.
Those were strange. All right. Well, thank you very much, Lauren.
My name is Eli Patrick, and that was this week's top story for Nauset News.
Hello, everyone. I'm Artie O'Neill.
And I'm Doug Bezio.
With the health tip of the week.
This week, we'll be talking to you about vaping and how new studies show it is more dangerous than smoking. Did you know that 1 Juul pod contains as much nicotine as 20 cigarettes? So if you were thinking about juuling or vaping, it would be as detrimental to your health as smoking a whole pack of cigarettes.
Vaping is becoming increasingly more and more popular with younger children. Since popular companies such as Juul and Fix keep releasing new flavors that cater to a younger audience, such as mango and mint. Because of this flavor, vaping is often more used than smoking, since even if there is no nicotine in some vaporization machines, they still taste good.
Although vapes and e-cigarettes do not contain tobacco, they also contain a plethora of other chemicals that can cause horrible diseases such as cancer. Vaping also can seriously injure your lungs and can lead to breathing problems, bronchitis, or even lung cancer.
Studies show that after a 15-minute vaping session, harmful chemicals such as acrolein increase so much that your own DNA gets damaged. Hey Doug, did you know that vaping can be worse than smoking?
No, I didn't know that, but now that I do, I will never try to smoke a vape or a cigarette ever again.
That's great. Again, I'm Artie O'Neill.
And I'm Doug Bezio.
With this week's Health Tip of the Week.
Remember, folks, Juul is not cool. don't do it in school.
So the Nauset Art Club and the Nauset Social Club are putting together something called the Kindness Rocks Garden. We've talked about it on the program before. Essentially, they want everyone to bring in their own small, smooth rock that you can write sayings on, and then on November 1st, they're going to paint them all and leave waterproof markers out so you can write your own sayings on it. Stuff like, "It will be okay," "Love is the answer," that sort of thing. You know, you can draw a little heart on it, whatnot. The sign here says, "Take one if it means something to you. Share one if someone you care about. Leave someone for someone to find." And yeah, it's a way to spread kindness through everyone, which I think is an important goal, right? Yeah.
Hi, I'm Eva Berardi, here with your Nauset Sports News. In cross country, the boys and girls teams hosted St. John Paul High School for homecoming on October 18th. Seniors Hannah Brunel and Max Christopher were the overall winners in the meet. The Nauset boys kicked off the meet with a senior celebration, sending off 12 seniors, including number 1 runner Jake Pearl. On the girls' side, Nauset celebrated 2 senior send-offs, saying goodbye to Bailey Rose and Captain Hannah Brunel. The very next night, the teams headed to Falmouth for the annual McIntyre Twilight Invitational. Best individual performances included Jake Pearl with a 5th place finish in the Nauset boys varsity race, and Rachel Prenga, 4th place in the girls varsity race. And finally, we would like to wish both teams good luck at the ASCL League Championship meet, which will be held on October 27th in Marshfield. For boys soccer, the team beat Sandwich 1-0 during their homecoming match on October 18th. The lone goal was scored by Ben LeBranch, with an assist going to Anthony Lavati. The team was undefeated in the ACL this season and is now looking to stay focused as they head on to the postseason in the coming weeks. They will play a couple of non-league games, such as New Bedford, to stay polished and prepared for the upcoming tournament. The girls' soccer team managed to tie their homecoming game with Sandwich. The score was 0-0. The tie gave Nauset a critical point in the ACL standing and put them into 2nd place. Sandwich moved to 4th. Jamie Rushnack earned the shutout. In football news, Falmouth beat Nauset on homecoming night, Friday, October 19th, in front of a packed crowd. The score was 30-16. Despite the loss, playing well for the Warriors were Henry LeBranch, Tate Sidewan, and Bobby Joy. For volleyball, the girls had a nice 3-0 win for their homecoming match against St. John on October 19th. Leading the way for the Warriors were Emma Pearson and Ali Galen. I've been Ava Berardi. Thank you for watching the Sports Update.
Hello, I'm Nora Nauer, and this week I have your Student Council update. Last week, the Student Council worked very hard on planning homecoming. Almost all of the students participated in dressing up for the Spirit Days, which helped them win points for their classes. During Powder Puff, the seniors took the win after a close game against the juniors. This put them ahead in the point system. Although the juniors did win the banner contest. The seniors came in 2nd, the freshmen came in 3rd, and the sophomores came in 4th. All week, the seniors and juniors were practically tied in the point system, but in the end, the seniors won. For their prize, the Student Council is giving them $500 to go towards their prom. At the pep rally, the cheerleaders performed a routine and the classes competed against one another in various competitions. There was also a watermelon eating contest put on by National Honor Society. Next, Will Van Vleck and Ashley McGrath were crowned Homecoming King and Queen. The Student Council sold over 600 homecoming tickets, and the students who attended said they had a great time. The council will not be meeting for the next 2 weeks because they are taking a well-deserved break after all their efforts and hard work. If you are interested in joining Student Council, the council meets every Wednesday at 4 in N204. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Nauset News. I'm Jordan Auer, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Hello, I'm Thomas Schultz.
And I'm Ben Morgan.
And we're here today to tell you about the things to do. For movies in the spirit of the season, we have John Carpenter's remake of the 1978 slasher thriller Halloween. The Halloween remake is a movie about a woman named Laurie Strode who survived a vicious attack from Michael Myers 40 years ago and has to face off against Myers again after he escaped from a bus transfer gone horribly wrong. The movie scored a whopping 80% on Rotten Tomatoes and scored a 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb. If you're more into horror comedy, then Goosebumps 2 is just the movie for you. Goosebumps 2 is a movie about two best friends who meet a vicious living dummy named Slappy who kidnaps the main antagonist's mother and brings all his ghoulish friends back to life. The movie scored 45% on Rotten Tomatoes and scored a 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb. If you're not into the horror category and more into romantic comedies, then I recommend seeing A Star is Born. It's a movie about a seasoned musician named Jackson Maine who falls in love with a struggling artist named Allie. The movie scored 90% on Rotten Tomatoes and 8.3 out of 10 on IMDb. Now here's Ben Morgan with things to do.
I have personally seen Halloween, and you're in for a treat. I'm not going to give it away, but you're going to love it. On October 26th, there is an enchanted forest at 5:30 p.m. at Long Pasture Wildlife Sanctuary. October 26th, there is a haunted history of New England. At 2:30 p.m., there is a lecture at Windsgate Residence at Brewster. And head over to Chatham. The Chatham Square has a entire week of live entertainment, including a legendary costume party. Go to the website for more details. Prizes include cash. And if you want something to really help scare the ever-living shuck out of you, check out some real haunted locations. Local 168 in Provincetown. The lady is haunted. The lady of the house is now a restaurant, was once known for her lavish parties. She is gone from this earth. However, people who work there at the restaurant still claim to hear her. And she sometimes calls out for the workers' names. If you hear someone calling your server, just know that's not their general manager. And then at the Orleans Waterfront Inn, in the 1920s, there was a hotel built, and one of the women was murdered there. Her ghost still remains in the space. The owner claims he saw her naked walking around the stairs and spoke with her. Later, someone driving by said she saw the naked woman standing on the 5th floor dancing. It was the same woman. They named her Hannah. And if you want more details on that, I recommend you pick up The Ghost of the Cape Cod Orleans Inn. Based on true events, you can find this book on Amazon or your local bookstore within the area. And if you want to get off the island a bit, get off Cape Cod for a little bit, check out Wendy's Gates in Martha's Vineyard. It is the very stately house that was owned by Sanford family in the 1890s. A series of tragedies befell the family, and the place has been rumored to be haunted ever since. Here are some of the things that will happen. Lights turning on and off. Voices, a man dressed in period clothing. There have been sightings of a ghost of a woman who threw herself from the cliffs upon learning that her husband, who was on a whaling ship, had died at sea. I'm Ben Morgan.
And I'm Thomas Schultz. And this has been Your Things to Do.
I hope these movies and events help scare the ever-living shuck out of you.
Hi, my name is Sam Cipro, and I'm here with the Talent Search of the Week, Aiden Santos. So how are you doing, Aiden?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
So how do you enjoy woodshop?
I really enjoy it.
So what made it so you wanted to go into woodshop?
Just the fact that I get to actually make something, not just some 2D thing on a piece of paper, like a physical thing that I can make and just have somewhere in my house.
So what's your favorite part?
Pretty much just making things. I love making actual objects.
Okay, so what other things have you made in woodshop besides that box?
Well, so far we haven't gotten too far. The only other thing I've made is like this 3D shape where you had to connect two different rectangular or square shapes.
Okay, so what if you continued with this? What would you want to get out of this, out of woodshop?
Well, I'd like to get some more experience with more woodshop machines. And I'd like to be able to possibly get a couple of my own tools and make something on my own.
So you would say you want to continue with this as like a hobby or something?
Yeah.
So if you could make anything you wanted woodshop, what would it be?
I think I would like to make possibly different replicas of things in like video games, because that's also one of my other hobbies. And if I could be able to make something from a video game, that would be really cool for me.
So if you have anything to say to kids who might want to join woodshop, what would it be?
For someone who'd be interested in woodshop, I would have to say that just 100% go on and try it. And don't be discouraged if you don't understand. Just grab some help from like a teacher or friend who's in your class and just try your best.
And finally, what would you say the disadvantage to woodshop over an academic class?
Disadvantages, I would have to say that if you wanted something a bit more cultured, or like if you wanted to learn something probably a bit more practical or useful, then I'd say that would be a bit of a downside, because let's say you want to learn a language or something, this would take away that. But if you wanted to take this class and you're really devoted on woodshop, then I would say go for it.
And this has been Sam Cipro with the Town Search of the Week with Aiden Santos. Have a good day.
Hi, welcome to News from Around the World. I'm Tim Polero.
I'm Tyler Hoffman. First up, we have in the Black Sea, they discovered a Greek merchant ship that has been dated back almost 2,400 years.
Wow.
It was found by the Anglo-Bulgarian team, and it is 75 feet long. It is in perfect condition. Next, we have the Chinese president has just opened the largest sea crossing bridge at 34 miles, and it connects Hong Kong and the city of Zhuhai.
Wow.
Now on to Tim.
All right, well, I got that NASA actually photographed a perfectly rectangular iceberg. NASA has released a striking photo of a rectangular iceberg floating in the Weddell Sea off Antarctica. The U.S. Space Agency said the object's sharp angles and flat surface suggest that it had recently broken away from an ice shelf. The edges are still pointed and have not yet been worn down by the ocean waves. And lastly, a town in Greece is draped in thousands of spider webs. It sounds like something out of a horror movie, a town covered in thousands of webs, each crawling with hordes of spiders. The webs have draped plants, trees, and boats along the lagoon in Aitolico, a town of canals that's otherwise known as Little Venice.
That's spooky.
Yeah, the phenomenon is rare, although the webs have appeared before in other parts of the country, and the locals say they're not worried about it. But it's still creepy.
That's all for Around the World. I'm Tyler Hoffman.
And I'm Tim Polero.
And we will see you next week.
Hello everyone, I'm Artie with this week's Extra Story. Today I'm joined by sophomore captain Will Campbell of the varsity golf team. So Will, I heard you just competed in Massachusetts South Sectional and actually won first overall and finished second as a team. How does that feel?
I'm excited. Our team's definitely really excited. Some of the kids played great. I had a good round, which was a good feeling to win.
Good. Obviously, first amazing feat. Was there any point in the match where you knew you had it in the bag?
Not really. Didn't get off to a great start. Just kept grinding it out. Ended up shooting a good score.
Were you ever nervous during it at all?
First tee is always a little nerve-wracking. Good nervous, but nervous. And then a couple putts at the end were nerve-wracking.
All right. Huge victory, Since the team took second, I believe you qualified for states. Is that right?
Yeah.
Do you think you have a shot at it at all?
I hope so. I mean, we're just all enthusiastic and hopefully just want to play well and see what happens.
That's great. Do you think you could win overall?
Anything can happen. Just try to play well and see.
Great. So, how did you get so good at golf?
Just hard work and practicing a lot. My dad's a good teacher. He helps me.
That's great. All right, this has been this week's Extra Story. I'm Artie O'Neill.
I'm Will Campbell.
Thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Kylie Shelley and I'm here with your High Five Student of the Week, Katie Leland. So Katie, I've heard that you play on the varsity soccer team, is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
How long have you played soccer?
I played soccer for about 7 years now.
Really? Have you all, like what what position do you play?
Well, I play different positions for different teams. For the high school team this season, I'm playing attacking center midfield, but I've also played center striker in the past as well.
Are you enjoying the season?
Yeah, I am. It's my senior year, so I'm really excited about that. And we're also coming towards the end of our season, and we're trying to gather up the points that we need to make it to tournament. So right now we just need one more win, and we have 3 games left. So if we can have one more win, then we make it to tournament. I'm really excited about that.
Are you planning on playing soccer in college?
I am. Actually, as of right now, I'm verbally committed to play at Emmanuel College, which is a Division III college in Boston. So I'm really excited about that.
What classes are you taking?
Right now I'm taking all AP classes. So I'm taking right now I'm in AP Lit, which is really fun, good class. Mrs. Yates is nice. And then I'm also taking Spanish and Calculus AB and Chemistry and Psychology as my main classes.
Oh wow. Is it hard juggling all of those classes along with your soccer schedule?
It's definitely tough, especially during the season where we're practicing every day. But I think it's really good when you have an athletic schedule. It kind of makes you more motivated and more organized in when and how you're going to approach doing your academic homework and assignments. So it kind of gives more structure to my everyday life, I guess.
Guess you're getting ready for college, huh?
Yeah.
Are you happy with all of your classes?
Yeah, I am. They're definitely challenging, and I've challenged myself my senior year, and but I'm happy with them, and some of them are really interesting. Like I really like learning about psychology, and maybe I'll pursue that as a minor as I go into college.
What do you think your favorite class is?
Probably psychology this year is my favorite class. It's just really interesting, and especially now as we're relating it to the field of biology, which is what I want to pursue in college. So, and I took biology last year, so it's kind of building off of that, which is fun. That's cool.
Well, thank you for tuning in. This has been your High Five Student of the Week with Kylie Shelley and Katie Leland.
Hello, I'm Isabel Merle here with this week's College Notebook. Today we will be looking at a couple schools down south. First off, the University of Alabama is located in Tuscaloosa. The school is known for athletics, specifically its successful football team. Some of the more popular majors include business, marketing, health professions, and related support services. If you are planning on visiting the university, make sure to stop at the Bama Theater located near the school. Also make sure to visit the Alabama Arboretum, located on campus grounds. Here are many beautiful natural meadow bogs and gardens. One of Nauset's very own, Corinne Monger, is attending the University of Alabama as a freshman this year. Another popular school in the southern area is Davidson College. Located in North Carolina, this liberal art school is known for its prestigious academic environment. The Davidson College is also known for its top-ranking basketball team, a Division I team that has competed many times in NCAA tournaments. Notable alumni include Charles Wright, a Pulitzer Prize-winning poet. There are more than 200 student activities offered at the school in regards to arts and culture, athletics, politics, fraternity and sororities, and much more. Make sure to say hello to Neely Rose, former Nauset student and current freshman at Davidson, if you visit the school. I'm Isabel Merle, thanks, and have a great weekend.